Hi and welcome. My name is Karthika and you're watching Synchro Shakti. So today we're going to talk about mindfulness and what the correct practice of mindfulness looks like. So let's first begin with defining what is mindfulness. So according to the internet, mindfulness is a mental state achieved by focusing one's awareness on the present moment while calmly acknowledging and accepting one's feelings, thoughts, and bodily sensations. It's used as a therapeutic technique. So, why is mindfulness practiced? Mindfulness has its roots and origins in Hinduism and the subsequent Buddhism. Now, it's practiced across many fields of psychology and alternate therapies to reach a state of calm, stress-freeness, alleviates anxiety, it helps with depression and anxiety disorders, it even helps with the experience of physical pain. So, what's the problem? The problem is a lot of people know that mindfulness is to develop a sense of well being and calm. But the moment you become mindful and aware of yourself, you become aware of your anxieties, your pain, your depression, the discomfort in your body, all of that feels anything but calming. So we begin to become extremely aware of the weird thoughts in our head, the mental chatter becomes louder, the noise becomes louder, and we become very aware of the uncomfortable body sensations in us, inside our inner world. And therefore we conclude that we're doing it wrong. So hold on, there's nothing wrong. Let me give you an analogy I heard on a TED Talk once. I forgot who gave the TED Talk, but the analogy was very simple. If you walk up a really long flight of stairs, your legs are going to feel tired and probably hurt. But that doesn't mean that you're walking the stairs wrong. Okay, it's just that you walked a long flight of stairs. Same way, mindfulness, when you start practicing it and it doesn't feel immediately calming and it doesn't feel immediately perfect, doesn't mean that you're doing it wrong. So let's go into what are the key elements to have a successful, or what a successful mindfulness practice looks like. Successful mindfulness practice is when you're observing whatever appears in the canvas of your awareness, whether that appears as what you're seeing around you or feeling or experiencing around you in the present moment, or whatever you're feeling within you in the present moment, or whatever thoughts are appearing in the canvas of your awareness in the present moment. That is a successful mindfulness practice. When you're doing that, when you're being aware of that without offering any resistance or offering any judgment towards what it is that you are observing in the canvas of your awareness. But here are two additional key points that you must remember to have a successful mindfulness practice. One, oftentimes a lot of people say that I can't meditate because I can't sit still. I'm constantly restless. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't meditate. Mindfulness is being observant of that restlessness, is being observant of that inner disturbedness, is being observant of your twitching and shaking and the mind kind of taking you here and there. It's being observant of all that without offering any resistance or judgment to that. And if you do this little by little every day, you will eventually quieten down that restlessness and experience that stillness of meditation that everyone's talking about. And that brings me to point number 2. A lot of people would then say, well and great, I can observe my body and its restlessness, but I can't shut off my mind. My mind will keep talking all throughout my meditative process and I just can't meditate. Well, the point of mindfulness is to observe whatever shows up in the canvas of your awareness. That includes your mind. So the point is to acknowledge that your mind is there, to acknowledge that it's, no matter how wacky your thoughts are, to acknowledge that it's playing its cards and you're just watching and acknowledging that it's there in the canvas of your awareness, just like you're observing everything else that's in the canvas of your awareness. Whatever's around you, whatever you see, whatever you feel within and without, the whole point is to just watch it and acknowledge that it's there. So let's say a thought comes up that says, oh God, how long am I supposed to do this? I'm not able to do this. You realize that it's the mind doing that and you allow it to be there. You're just watching it, and then you come back to your breathing or you come back to your body sensations or whatever you're being aware of. So the whole point is not to silence the mind. It's not to yell at yourself because you're not able to silence the mind. It is just knowing and acknowledging the mind is there, and then you continue being present with your reality. That is how you would successfully practice a mindfulness meditation. So in conclusion, if you're practicing mindfulness, you're being present to the present moment, you're being aware of everything that you feel, including the disturbances inside of you, the pain, the anxiety, the depression, the crazy thoughts, and it's all getting too intense. Don't stop. Keep going, because little by little, if you practice this every day, you'll get a hang of it. You'll start disassociating from your mind enough to be able to observe things even more calmly. And then as you observe them calmly, they will kind of saturate through you. They'll go through you, and then you'll be able to reach that state of stillness. I do personally believe that mindfulness is the path to enlightenment, as long as your practice is consistent. I myself have used mindfulness to get out of incredible amounts of suffering because of my past experiences with anxiety and panic and hypersensitivity. So this is my field of expertise, because I was forced to be mindful or be a complete victim to my mind. So, of course, if you ever want me to personally guide you, come over, email me on synchroshakti@gmail.com, and I'd be happy to guide you through and coach you. But apart from that, there is plenty of information out there on the internet and in books that you can pick up and start practicing this, because this is by far what I think is one of the most powerful spiritual tools out there for your freedom. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you again soon. Bye. Namaste.